ordered 3-ring notebooks. They put 75% of the order in the warehouse and sold 80% of the rest in the first week of school. Let's write 75% in the warehouse. And although you may want to write 80% of the rest in the first week of school, let's think about what the rest would be. If we have 75% in the warehouse, that means 25% would represent the rest. So this would be placed in the store. Now, to accommodate for that 80%, we need to branch off and write 80% were sold in the first week. Let's finish this last sentence here. There are 25 notebooks left in the store to sell. How many 3-ring notebooks did they originally order? So if this 80%, we would have to have a 20% left on the shelf. So let's call those leftovers. Over here, let's write a let statement. Let X equal the amount of notebooks originally in the store. The amount of notebooks originally in the store is our X variable. So we know a little bit about this so far. There was one other number up here we forgot. There are 25 notebooks left in the store to sell. So the leftovers would equal 25 notebooks sitting on the shelf. So we're going to start with an equation to solve for X, because we don't know exactly how many were in store originally. We know that it was 25 are on the store now, and if we take this 20% and write it as a decimal, 0.2, we could figure out how many were originally sat in the store. So 25 equals 0.2 of this number we don't know yet, the number that was in the store. If you solve this equation, you'll divide both sides by 0.2, and you'll get X equals 125. You can use a calculator to solve that if you need to. So 125 is the amount of notebooks originally in the store. But that's not actually what this question asks. Our last sentence says, how many 3-ring notebooks did they originally order? So now we're thinking back up here. In the store, they had 125, which was 25% of what they ordered. So we need another variable. Let's let Y equal the original order, the number of notebooks they originally ordered. Okay, so we know that Y is what they originally ordered, and we know that 25% of the original order equals 125. So let's write 125 equals 0.25, because that's 25% as a decimal, and then multiply it by Y. Let's divide both sides by 0.25, and we should get 500. So the amount of notebooks that they originally ordered was 500. Let's go back and see if this makes sense. They ordered 500 in total. 125 were placed in the store, where 80% were sold, which would end up being 100. And then the leftovers was the 25. So some of them are still on the shelf, some of them are sold, and then we got a bunch still in the warehouse. The question doesn't ask us to find that number, but if we did 500 minus the 125, we could find out how much are still in the warehouse. Since this question just asked us how many did they originally order, our answer would be 500 were originally ordered.